Um, what needs to happen for us to actually start changing how we live on this planet? Leo, I think you had an answer brewing there.
I have an answer. Yes, I think history is always a good place to look because there's a lot of patterns in history, and I love patterns. Um, I think what's needed is there's two things. One, as I said earlier, is a common vision, and I think you guys are doing a good job at it. There are many people who are doing a good job at creating that vision, the vision of unity, of mutual support, all of that. And the other thing is to understand who is the real enemy that is that we need to kind of unite against. As Seth mentioned, any movement that will be established on the ruin of something else will eventually get ruined itself as well, because it's a balanced system, right? It's a closed system. If you destroy something, you get destroyed in return. Maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. We see it in all the revolutions, all the violent revolutions. They always brought the demise of the organizers, right? So it has to be a movement towards wholeness and unity, and you have to realize that the enemy at the gate is not someone else. It's something in me. Each one of us has a little bit of that egoistic desire, that self-love, and we have to unite around against that. And if we do combine these two things, have the vision, and then find a method that we have an idea for a method
Found
that can
one.
help us with this, right? That can help us with this, with this common enemy. That's it. We're home free. It's pretty simple. So these 2 points have to be conveyed to the world, and it's done.
Okay, so I'll also add that I think the main thing that we need to um, learn um, learn how to take advantage of, even, and that we totally didn't do for all of history, and only now we are able to do, is become conscious partners with nature's plan. And that is something that is beyond our views. It is beyond our worldviews. It's beyond politics. It's beyond opinions. It's beyond who said what, or what side are you on, or who has a plan or doesn't have a plan. All of us are subject to nature's plan. And the fact that we, grew apart from nature for thousands of years and learned how to build our own modern society with our globalized economy and our transportation and communication systems and all that, it doesn't mean that we are outside of nature or not subject to nature's laws. It only means that we have become conscious enough and independent enough to now start discovering in a conscious manner what nature actually wants from us. And from the Kabbalistic perspective, which we all here, all three of us are very familiar with, this pandemic is it seems right now, it seems that it's becoming worse, right? The second wave is coming. It starts to have a major influence on our economics, on our politics. And if we know nature's plan, which, the virus, which is a certain kind of program, is part of nature's program. If we understand the bigger program, the complete program of nature, then we can actually see where this is taking us. And it is forcing us, this program is forcing us to start participating in the plan, start participating in our own evolution, in our own, the change we have to go through. So if we learn what nature wants from us, and then we start to mimic that, then we start to relate to that, then we will be more in balance with where nature wants to take us. And we can go through the whole process in a much smoother, pleasant kind of way. And that's not something you'll hear from any leaders, at least for now. So, we still have work to do.
There's a bunch of comments about different kind of, like, I think green voltage independent, maybe talking about like green energy and
Sure.
different kind of things. So something else to think about, and someone else said something about organic. So when you're trying to apply this, and I saw earlier somebody asked, I got angry today. How do I deal with that from the Kabbalistic? There's a lot to be said about all these things, but
Yeah.
If you understand that how everything develops in nature, when the banana is green, you don't throw it away, right? So if you're talking to someone and they have a different opinion than you, right? You don't need to convince everyone about your opinion. We're in a system that has billions and billions of different parts that are connected, and like a wheel. Like I want to go forward on my journey. So if I measured a wheel, well, sometimes the wheel is going forward, and sometimes it appears it's going backwards. So if I try to cancel every time the wheel looks like it's rolling backwards, I'm never going to move forward. And that's what it looks like in this whole political thing going on outside. The wheel is trying to roll forward, and every time it's going this way, these ones are criticizing, and every time it's going this way, these ones are criticizing. And instead of seeing how nature works together and how we can all accept one another in this process. And Leo's getting warmed up. Tell me, Leo.
Seth for president.
God forbid.